Good morning, everybody. It's 6 a.m. on the 18th. And I know I haven't put a video up, but let me tell you my dilemma. First and foremost, my camera went down. Then, to top it off, oh look, there goes my puppies. Protect, protect, protect. Woman on a bike. Oh my goodness. First, my camera went down and started acting all funky. It just wouldn't focus. And then it kept popping off of recording. Then it decided to stop recording altogether. Then, to top it off, my computer went down. So my son's been working on it, so I completely apologize. I have literally been on my iPhone playing and surfing and watching or being on YouTube through my iPhone. So, but that's all done through the weekend. My son has been fixing everything. But me and my husband got very productive this weekend. Look, grass is mowed. Oh my goodness, I've got to pull weeds. He didn't pull up the pallets. So those pallets have to come up and be mowed underneath. But look, my grass is getting all green again. The doggies were washed. We gave baths to all the doggies, so they're all pretty. And the car was washed, and the inside was vacuumed, and we cleaned up the back seats because when we took the dogs out to a dog park last weekend or the weekend before, they had muddy paws, and we had little muddy paw prints on the back seat, and so we got those taken care of. And I mean, we had just a very, very productive weekend. So again, I apologize for not having videos up between my camera going down and then, of course, my computer going down. But that has been all fixed. You know, I'm in my nightmare. I am actually living my nightmare. First and foremost, this has gotten worse. Do you see this mess? I know I've shown you this in other videos. Look how much worse this has gotten. These people do not own this house. These people got this house on Craigslist. And it's some sort of a deal where if they live here for a year, they have to fix it up. And they get to fix it. And this house is extremely, last I knew, it was completely condemned. And they spent the first 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, pulling stuff out of this home. Then, and now I thought that's what this stuff was. See? All that stuff under those 2 tarps over there? I thought that's what that was. Now, you can't see behind this because they moved this shed towards us. No. There's a huge pile of debris behind that shed. See the house? Yeah, the house goes past that too. Now, turns out, we thought that was still all garbage. Turns out they have moved some stuff out, and they've moved some stuff in, and I believe what we are now seeing sitting here is their stuff. But in any case, from what we understand is they got this place off of Craigslist, and it sounds like a joke to me. It sounds like it's a scam, but I don't know. It's just a personal opinion. But the gentleman, or the person, a guy who is one of the guys who's fixing this place up, said that they have to They get to live there and empty the house out. And they have to fix everything. And I guess it was completely full of stuff. And once it's empty, and when they moved in, I found out they had no lights, no heat, and they weren't allowed to turn anything on. And the inspector showed up and said that they couldn't turn anything on until all the grounds were replaced. That's the words he used. All the grounds were replaced. So I'm guessing that means ground wires. I don't know. I'm not an electronics expert. But come to find out, they're allowed to live there for 1 year. I think it's rent-free. He didn't go into much explanation. And then after the end of the year of living there, they get first option to finance. But he said they get a first option to refinance the home. That's the word he used, refinance the home. I don't know. We'll see about that. Sounds like a scam. Okay, so now we're past that. Turns out there is a truck back there, by the way. Let's see. See the truck through there? Okay, most likely there's a person sleeping in that. The black truck back there. Then there's this trailer, green tarp, blue tarp, shed, and a whole bunch of mess of stuff. Now, I have just found out, or figured out, that that is all their stuff. That's no longer garbage. And it's been raining for off and on for 3 or 4 days. I'm not sure any of that, and they've only just moved the beds in. So, I don't know. I don't know how useful any of that stuff is. But anyway, here's my nightmare. Let me explain my nightmare. These guys have a young, extremely energetic, extremely, and I say aggressive because we met him, Pipple. If I sound a tad bit negative towards the breed, it is because I have been attacked by him. I knew a pit bull when I was younger. I had known the pit bull since like 5th grade. No, even younger than that. I'd known that pit bull a lot longer than that. And he attacked me, and nobody knows why. And I still to this day don't know why. His name was Midnight. His owner was there. I was there. His owner, I had just literally hugged the dog and petted the dog and kissed the dog, and he had kissed me and, licked me and whatever. And I had just hugged the owner and started to leave. I turned around and was standing there talking, saying a couple of things to the owner. And the next thing I know, a friend of mine had grabbed my hips, or a person, he wasn't really a friend, screamed no, grabbed my hips and kind of pulled back on me, and I had fallen forward, if you will. And I guess he saw it coming because I had kind of bent at the hips, leaned forward, and thank God I did, because the dog had lunged upwards at me. And me and the dog connected, and had I not connected with the dog midway, me and the dog would have gotten a hold of my jaw. Plane, up the plane, the plane. In any case, I got a lower canine on the lower part of my throat, and an upper canine on an upper cheek. We not connected as we did. There's a real good chance that the dog would have taken my lower jaw off, because their jaws lock. And we still are not sure what happened with the dog, or why he did what he did. He wasn't an older dog. He was, you know, well, I mean, I guess for the breed, he was older. He was 6 or 7, maybe. And I'd known the, like I said, I'd known the dog all my life, or, you know, almost all his life. In any case, these guys have a dog. He's a white dog with brown spots. And we met the dog here at this fence with my dogs. And he was aggressive, to say the very least. And every time he'd growl and lunge at my dogs, the lady who was introducing him would pull up on the leash, all but standing the dog up on his hind legs, and she would just slap the hell out of his face. Later that same day, the mother came out of this house to let us know they're worried that the dog's going to jump this fence that separates our yard. And then she couldn't figure out why the dog is hand aggressive. I know why. Hello? Your daughter slaps the shit out of the dog's face. Anyway, pit bull on that side, pit bull on this side. Now the pit bull on this side is much older, bigger, a whole lot bigger. And you can see down here, we have put up a fence, and it's just been tucked into those 4x4s. And you can see back there by our mower how the wood is all broken, and it's because the people who lived here before us had children who used to antagonize the dog, and his dog is big enough that it broke through those fences. And when we first moved here, this guy was nice enough to tell us that his dog does not like, dun dun dun, small dogs. So, being smart owners, we checked all this fencing, made sure it was nice and secure, because it's his fence, not ours. And the fencing that isn't secure, we put up chain link against these 4x4s, pulled it as tight as we could pull it, and made sure that we double secured fencing back here, so that if our dog met his dog would have to go through the fence and the chain link. So, but you know what? They have 5 young kids in this house that play with that dog, and that dog does nothing. He is like a Garfield, so I don't fear this dog. But again, it's a pit bull. And he barely barks. He's like a big old Garfield, so he's a good dog. I will not say the same for this one. At all. Plus, look at what we have to look at every time we walk into the backyard. This is ridiculous. Not to mention, I don't know if it's possible, but suddenly my dogs have fleas. And my dogs are wearing flea and tick collars. My yard had been sprayed for flea and tick spray, you know. And all of a sudden my animals had fleas, and that's why they got baths. Sprout. Isn't he handsome? Oh, let's see if he'll let me video him. Sprout. Hey, puppy. So they're not real happy, but boy, they're clean and pretty today. Oh, he's hiding. He hates cameras. I see you. He does not like cameras at all. So he's going to ignore me and try to get away from me. But they had fleas or something, little black bugs crawling on them, and we had to wash them. And I don't know, can it be because of all this? And what do we do because of it? It's gross, people. It's so gross. I'm going to upload later today, and I will put up another vlog, because I need to do this, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know if we can break our lease, but we're going to have to figure something out. Love and hugs.